Sanibonani ninjani, welcome to my channel. Namhlanje ngifuna ukunibonisa ukuthi ama pencil case nama cosmetic pouches ayenziwa kanjani. Please stop le video, ubiza umama, ubiza ugogo, ubiza umkhulu, ubiza bosisi nabobhuti bakho, biza wonke umuntu, nizobona ukuthi ama pencil case ayenziwa kanjani ngoba easy ukwenza, and futhi ngizobonisa nokuthi ne cosmetic bag yenziwa kanjani. And I mean isikhathi sakho uzosichitha kamnandi namhlanje, and ngifuna ukuthatha lesikhathi ngifisele South Africa i-heritage celebration emnandi. Nge-24 September celebrate i-heritage day. So abanye abantu basa-celebrate, uyasazi thina masiqala siqedi, uyasazi ngena yeah. So yeah, masenzeni ama-pencil case, sithokoze, sijabule, fathabe, kube munati. Oh yes, South Africans, and please nishare le video phela ngiyanazi nishare, okay? Thank you.
We'll need two fabrics, a lining fabric, interfacing, rotary cutter, your scissors, and your measuring tape, and the rulers, and your marker. You will also need your clip or your pins. Start by cutting the fabric. You can use whatever measurements that you want, but for this one, I'm just using this one. I'm kind of creating 3 bags. We're going to start with the pencil case, so you will need 2 interfacing, 2 lining fabrics, and 2 main fabrics. And you will also need a zipper. You don't have to break the bank. Use whatever zippers that you have from your old clothes, or you can just use the old fabrics as well. This is an interfacing. You will need to iron it onto the main fabric and the lining fabric. This will give your bag some stiffness and firmness on the body. And then you iron your interfacing onto the lining fabric, and after that you place your lining fabric facing up, followed by your zipper facing up. Lay your main fabric facing down and form a sandwich by pinning together all the layers. Let's repeat this one more time using small fabric pieces. You place your lining fabric facing up, followed by the main fabric facing down, and then after this you pin together all the layers, forming a sandwich, and then you bring to the sewing machine. You can actually hand sew this if you do not have a sewing machine, but here for this video I am using a sewing machine. Another thing you can do is to use a sewing needle and a thread to hold these pieces together before bringing it to the sewing machine and stitching it. It will be like this after you've sewn it. Remember, you need to use a zipper foot. One other thing that I'd like to mention when you are using a zipper foot is that when you are closer to the zip at the corner of your fabric, you need to kind of open it down, I mean backwards, and lift up your presser foot so that your stitching cannot be wobbly. It can be just straight. This will not be a problem if you're just using a sewing needle and a thread. It's only if you're using a sewing machine. And after you've joined it, just finish it off with a top stitch, and this should just be your normal straight stitch. You can change from a zipper foot to a normal sewing foot in your machine if you prefer. Finish over your last stitches by going over them a few times to make sure that they are secure and they won't unravel, and it gives this a nice look. And repeat for the other parts. Repeat the same thing to join together. This is how the other pieces have been joined together, and this is how it looks inside and outside. Please note that I have actually opened up both parts of the back so that the top stitch doesn't appear underneath on the lining fabric in this pencil case that you are making. And yeah, finish off the top stitch on the other side too. Trim off all the excess fabric. This will make it easier for when you are joining all the parts together, when you're sewing them together. You can zip up the two pieces together and match the main fabrics together. Just lay them on top of each other, and even the lining fabric, just lay it on top of the other one. And you can pin all pieces together, leaving a small space that you're going to use to turn your bag inside out. Yes, you can now bring this to your sewing machine and you can just sew all around, but please just leave that small opening. Don't forget, you can even mark it. Once you have finished with your stitching, you can go ahead and cut the excess pieces from the zip and any threads that are hanging around, and trim off all the corners. This will help your bag to have nice pointed edges when you're turning it inside out. Yeah, the part that we've been waiting for has come. We are now turning the pencil case inside out, and please note that we are stretching out every corner so that we can end up with nice crispy corners. And on the lining fabric there aren't any stitches that are showing, but remember we still have this gap that we still need to close, so we'll just use a hand stitch to nicely use an invisible stitch to sew this and put it back inside so it won't show, so that this pencil case will look nice and beautiful without any stitches inside on the lining fabric. You can make these as many as you want. They are just so easy to make, so you can give to your friends as gifts, or you can just give it to your family. Yeah, bapheni izipho thungani nenze lama gift niphe abantwana. You can use them for pencil or any of your valuables, or just as purses if you want, or coins, just to store up all those valuables that you have. And I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. I am planning to make a part 2 of this video because I mean it has been so long. I've tried to kind of make it a bit short, but I think we will really need a part 2. This is how it looks like inside. Can you see how beautiful, how neat it is? And I mean, homemade, and yeah, you can make them and custom made it to your design. And you can also put some handles on that zip if you want, or you can hand sew it. I'm going to show you on the coming cosmetic bag how to put some handles on it. And yeah, it is something that I've enjoyed doing, and I'm sure you will have a good time making it, and yeah, whiling away your time. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you on the next video.